Hi guys. So today in the fast grammar lesson, we're going to do superlatives. And superlatives are like the biggest, the best, and so on. So when you want to talk about one thing that's the highest or biggest or best within a group, we use the superlative adjectives. And the superlative adjectives look a little bit like this. I'm going to teach you the structure, how to make them, and some spelling rules as well that you're going to need with this. So, to get us rolling, we have these superlatives. So, the biggest, the best, the most beautiful, etc. So, Russia is the biggest country in the world. Usain Bolt is the fastest man in the world, or was, and so on. So, you have this rules and functions. It's the hottest day of the year. It's the most dangerous road in the world. She's the best student in the class. Monday is the worst day of the week. And you use the plus the superlative adjective to say which is biggest, best in a group. So if you look at the sentences, it's the hottest day of the year. It's really important, guys, to put in the before superlatives. So we don't say it's hottest day of the year. No, it needs to be it's the hottest day of the year. And it's the most dangerous road in the world. It's not it's most dangerous road in the world. We need to put the in with superlatives. That's really important to remember. After superlatives, we use in of places. So the Vatican City is the smallest country in the world. Chile is the longest country in the world, like this, but in the world and not of the world when you're talking about places. Okay, so some spelling rules when you're making this is if it's a one syllable adjective, for example, cold or high, you have the comparative, which you will see in the video that I did with you, is colder, higher, but the superlative is the coldest, the highest. So for one syllable adjectives, you add est, okay, to say it's the most of something. You have big and hot. Again, you double the consonant and make it est. So it's the biggest, the hottest. So you have vowel in the, okay, and looking at big, it's bi is the vowel and g is the consonant. If you have vowel and consonant, you double the final consonant. So biggest, hottest. Dry and sunny, adjectives ending in y. So we have drier, sunnier, and then for the superlative, we have the driest and the sunniest. So again, the same rule applies with the comparative. You remove the y and you simply add iest, the driest, the sunniest, the friendliest, the prettiest, and so on. And then we have dangerous. Dangerous is three syllables. And the same rule applies to normal two syllable adjectives and three syllable, four syllable, five adjectives, and so on. So for dangerous, it's more dangerous is the comparative, but for superlative, it's the most dangerous, the most famous, the most beautiful, the most expensive, and so on. So for normal two syllable adjectives, you put the most and then the adjective as it would be. Okay, the most plus the adjective. And then you have the irregulars, good, bad, and far, which are better, worse, and further in the comparative. But for the superlative, they are the best, the worst, and the furthest, because these are irregular. Just one thing to point is that for every two syllable adjective, it's the most, except when that adjective is two syllables and ends in a Y. Healthy, friendly, and so on. Sunny, sexy, all of this. Okay. Now, let's try some exercises. You have our house, house in the street. Our house is, and what I want you guys to do quickly, this should take 2 minutes. Press pause and try to put the superlative form using the words that you see here. So take 2 minutes, press pause, and I'll see you on the other side of it. Okay, here we go. Our house is Now, big, again, big, it's vowel consonant, and we need to put that in. So when it's vowel consonant, you got to double the last consonant. So it becomes the biggest. For me, Saturday is, and good is irregular, and the superlative form of good is the best. My neighbors upstairs are noisy. Two syllables ends in a Y. So we need to remove the Y and put IEST. So it becomes, and always with these guys, you need to put the noisiest. Building in my town is the castle. Beautiful, 3 syllables. Beautiful. So with 3 syllables, well, with 2 syllable and 3 syllable adjectives, we need to put the always, and then most and the adjective. So the most beautiful building in my town is the castle. Driver in my family is my dad. Bad. Now, bad is irregular, and always we put the article the, and it's going to be the worst. Driver in my family is my dad. And then July is hot, the hottest month in my country. So that's essentially superlatives, guys. The biggest, the best, the most beautiful, the most expensive, and so on, like this. Walk around your city, look at your country, and think what your country has that other places don't have. For example, Ireland has the most delicious beer in the world, Guinness, maybe. We have the most delicious bread. We have the best sports. We got hurling and Gaelic football, which I really, really like. And think of examples for yourself. But remember that if it's 1 syllable, it's the plus adjective, est, the biggest, and so on, the fastest, and whatever. If it's 2 syllables ending in a Y, you drop the Y and put iest, the friendliest. If it's normal 2 syllables, then simply the most. So, for example, the most famous. David Beckham is or was the most famous football player in the world. 3 syllables, 4 syllables, the most. So think of your own examples, guys. Make some random ones and practice this. Have a good day and see you guys. Bye-bye.